Greetings and salutations and welcome
We have taken objective butter.
to another edition of the YouTube channel Too Many Plugins and Delta X-Ray. We're gonna play a little bit of Battlefield 1 this afternoon. Found the server over here, and today I'm gonna go in a class that I almost never go. I'm gonna go here as sniper. At least in this game I never go as sniper. So I thought let's today try something else. And see if we can snipe some individuals.
We have lost objective Duff.
Go, 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 go. Let me, by the way, go for another loadout. I think I'm gonna want more the Russian sniper. I like the sniper so much. Let me see. Russian 185. Go here. Oh, that one is mine. Sorry about that.
We've taken objective George.
Yeah, I never went a sniper in here, scout. I always go as assault or medic. Walk around, you know, with a normal pistol if we have an encounter with someone. That sniper's not gonna really work out, you know what I mean? I need to go over there. We're attacking on the other side.
We are losing objective butter.
No, that was mine. It is. So we got butter. So what is my my third thing that I have done over there? Okay. I'm gone already. That was quick. That gas grenade catch me quick, man. I was just walking in the smoke, man. Didn't even have time to put the gas mask on. That sometimes is a little bit off that. Also in Fort de Vaux is also sometimes off that. Sometimes it takes really a long time before you die of the gas, and sometimes it's like in an instant. Yeah, it's by the way almost to the end of the round also. Yeah, he's over there. Yeah, no, then I need to walk really a lot. He's down there at the island, the little island almost. Holy moly! Yeah, bye. There's the tank.
We have lost objective Duff. We have lost objective George.
Oh.
We have taken
Why did I unlock this? Didn't even do nothing? It's probably because this is the first time I play this class. I mean, I've played it before, but maybe a couple of hours or something, you know? And it was also really in the beginning of the game still. That one was mine? Yeah, it was. Kill assist, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, no way.
We are losing objective Charlie.
I'm not used to play this at all, this with the sniper. But then again, you know, if you never try, you know, then you will never gonna be able, you know. So there's always that, you know. Somewhere over there hanging around. Some bitch walking over there. Go, 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 go. Need a medic. Oh my god, I'm already gone. Medic. Yeah. Dunga. Tank, of course. Not the field gun.
We have taken objective Charlie.
This is, by the way, never a map that I appreciated very much. Was he walking around over here somewhere? Russian sniper 085, my god. Playing dreadful. By the way, also the red server. You guys are also pretty good, actually. Yeah, these fucking tanks, man. No, we don't have all, so I'm gonna go here to the end of the round, then I'm gonna try to be a squad leader. Man, this sniper is really weird, man. Something really weird about this sniper. I don't like also you always need to zoom out to killed at least one. You need to always zoom out to reload the sniper weapon. I don't like that at all. Where you had really nice sniping stuff going on. It was mine. Oh my god. Was in Bad Company too. You had really nice and in Battlefield 2 also really nice sniping scenarios.
Lancia una granata, occhio!
Let me see if we can find somebody here.
We have lost objective Edward.
Excuse me. Yeah, and then you cannot even snipe when you have your gas mask on, so Yeah, man, I don't like that at all, man. 2200. He's still alive when I cannot join him over there. From the back. Oh my god. One dead, 12 men. I've never really played with this sniper. I played already as a recon, as a scout. In this game, but that was with a carabine, just those one shot and then you have to reload. That I have already done, and actually I like a carabine. That's actually pretty okay. It's just one of those single shotter, basically. But this one very strange. This sniper rifle, and the one I was using before also. I don't remember which one that was, but. Was weird.
A flame trooper kit is available near your location.
Yeah, and this that you need to then zoom out to be able to shoot. I don't like that at all. To reload. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Really don't. This feels really crappy the way this shoots. I got still how many kills? 2 kills, my god. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna now play a little bit just as sniper, maybe experiment some other sniper rifles. I remember there was one time, I think it was on Ballroom Blitz, that I was playing just with single shot carabine, and it was actually working out really well. That. Today I'm not gonna also go for squad leader. I want to see really the points I can make just by shooting, and also like experimenting some other modes, you know. I have Assault and Medic I have played a lot, basically unlocked almost everything, but then of the other classes I haven't really played almost nothing, you know. And also not unlocked much because of that. No, if you can hear that, probably not, because I have noise filters and suppression here on OBS. But one of my vents, my cooling vents of my tower of my PC, one of the 12 centimeter ones, is all of a sudden making a little bit of a coil whine. So need to see what's going on over there.
We have taken objective Edward.
It's not much, but it's a little bit whining. So maybe we just need to how do you call that? Clean it up a little bit, the van. Maybe. I have still some other vents here also. Actually many vents here, so can just go for another van basically. Nobody coming through here. I'm gonna now complain also about something that is just really like complaining, but it's a little bit reality. I built computers for about like 25 years, since the year 2000, 2001. And I've built many towers, just computer towers, ATX towers. And many times the cheaper ones, you know. In the last 10 years I started buying a little bit more the mid-range ones, but for many years I bought the cheap ones. And still sometimes if I build computers for others that just want a simple PC, you know, or even sometimes they want them with more RGB and stuff like that, I still use a more simple tower, cheaper tower, and then we just modify it, you know. Put some RGB in it, some nice vents in it, all that kind of stuff, some nice cooling. What I have noticed really the last, especially the last 8 years, that the quality of the towers really dropped, man. I have here still towers that are 25 years old. They were really cheap towers, you know, of the same brand, you know, that have not a speck of dust on it, and then I have other ones that I bought 4 or 5 years ago from the same brands. So that's Nox, Asus, Bitphoenix, all these kind of Thermaltake. The ones that are 20 years old don't have a speck of rust on it or oxidation. And then the ones that you buy in the last 5 or 6 years, they start rusting after 2 or 3 years. The whole metal starts completely, and they're even good painted and stuff, you know. They look even like they have, you know, quality paint on it. At least it looks like it. But the metal they use in it is so bad, you know, that they just rust, man, like crazy. Yeah. So the companies are also dropping really the quality. What is it he just spent over there? That's a little bit of a weird spam point if I just come from there, but there you go. So yeah, the quality of towers also were really down, the metal they're using.
We have taken objective Edward.
I was over there, son of a gun. Smart ass over there. There's a medic coming. Yeah, so they a little bit dropped it a little bit if it concerns that, you know. Yeah, the quality really went down in that, man. I got really amazed, man. I have here a tower still of Thermaltake. Okay, that's also a really expensive one. That was one that when it was new, it was like 280 bucks or something. That tower, 300 bucks from Thermaltake. It's I think it's the Shark or something from Thermaltake. It's really those huge towers that can hold 6 CD players or a DVD players. That thing is huge. But it's 100% made of aluminium, that thing. It has then really even a very heavy aluminium front, not side panel, but front panel of aluminium. And the side panel is also just aluminium. Holy moly. Just aluminium, the side panels with then respiration holes in it. And that, man, that tower, of course, because it's aluminium, you know, it's really heavy, really big, that thing, really high. You know, you can sit on it. It's just the height of a chair, you know, the seat of a chair. It's really big, that thing. Even heavy, while it's made completely of aluminium and sort of a die-cast aluminium. But, man, that thing looks absolutely brilliant still today. Man, he even killed him, man. Hey, fuck's sake. Yeah, looks still completely awesome. I'm gonna go for another weapon. Let me see. Infantry. What's this? Carbine. Maybe this. Oh. carbine, that's it. I think it's this one, the single shotter. Yeah. But then still another one. It didn't have the point on it, but it doesn't matter that. With close combat, he's gonna walk around with a pistol. But today this server is a little bit, or my PC, I don't know, it's a little bit wanky when I start aiming. I don't know what's going on over here. But I really want to start playing a little bit other classes, you know, not keep on playing the same kind of thing all over again, you know. I was playing Assault or Medic. Just chill out a little bit over here. Yeah, so they dropped 3. I have one over here from Bit Phoenix. It used to be really a good brand also, you know, Bit Phoenix. And Nox also. The old stuff of Nox, the towers, not the power supplies. The power supplies of Nox were never great. Especially the cheaper ones. But of Bit Phoenix and... you know, in the old times those power supplies were, and especially the towers, they were really good, you know. Now not so much anymore. The bean counters got involved, you know, and then also things are coming from China, you know, when things are made in China, the cheaper stuff, because they still make really good expensive stuff, you know, because many high-end brands make their stuff also in China, you know. I mean, don't forget that, you know. Many stuff from Sony, Technics, you know, Panasonic, you know, that is also made in China, you know. So, you know, the Chinese know how to make good stuff also, but the cheap stuff of China in the last couple of years is really losing quality. Saw a bunch of them over there, come on. What's, by the way, my ping? 38, that's not bad. Yeah, but I noticed that really, especially the quality of PC towers, that went really down. Or I don't know, maybe in the old times they weren't really using pure metal, they were just using like some sort of, you know, cheap industrial kind of metal that doesn't rust, you know, who knows, you know, but... Oh, man. You see what is happening there with my mouse or not? It's just completely... And by the way, I also changed this a 911.
We have taken objective.
Try this one. No, let's go the... Yeah, they're dropping a little bit the ball. Oh God. And by the way, power supplies suffered that problem also of so let me just aim now. Look at this. So the mouse, the AOC GM 500, I took away the buttons on the side. I programmed it for smart buttons, but then they are not programmed. So I disabled the buttons on the side of the mouse. So in all effects, there's nothing now programmed under the 4 buttons on the side of the mouse. If I now aim and I shoot, and if I aim and I push the button on the side, he does this. If I push the buttons on the side of the mouse. None of them are programmed in this moment. Not seeing anything. Yeah, none of them are programmed and he still does that. And first it was even more irritating because even if you push the buttons by accident on the side of the mouse, then you used to go backwards and forwards in web pages, which is really irritating also, you know. So I programmed smart buttons under it, and those ones you always need to sort of like program them with macros. And I left the programming empty, and still if I aim with my right mouse button and I push the button, look what he does. And he doesn't do it in all games, and in Battlefield he does this. Look at this. There's nothing programmed under those buttons. Explain that. And this is what's screwing me up also if I'm... And these buttons are really where you just clamp the mouse in your hand. There's a smaller mouse this, you know. They're exactly over there, and they're on an angle sort of, so when you have your hand around it, at least my hand, you know, I'm all the time pushing these buttons. And it's like kind of, you know, and they call this an FPS mouse, you know. But this mouse is for FPS not good, you know. For other kind of things, yes, you know. For other kind, maybe strategy games or some games where you need to have some multiple functions and macros, and you want to use buttons on the side, you know. But for FPS, even the size and then having the buttons over there is just not practical at all, you know. But the problem with them is that this AOC GM500 mouse is very well constructed, and these buttons really react well. They have really good switches in it, you know. So, because in many mouses actually you need to make a big effort to push those buttons on the side, and many times they don't even react well. With this one they really react well, you know, and this is why it's also all the time happening this. They react so well that the smallest touch to it, you know, they have a very small movement of pushing in, you know. You don't need to push these buttons in far to make the actual switch engage. So it's, you know, you understand what I mean. So because it needs very little touch to make it to activate it, therefore you're all the time pushing it, and you're all the time screwing yourself over. And in the moment I'm grabbing my old mouse again that doesn't have any of these buttons on the side on it. For the rest, it's a lovely mouse, this GM500. Really well constructed, you know. Everything feels quality, you know. So there's nothing wrong for the rest with the mouse, you know. But for these buttons, for what I want, it's not good. And there's no way of just in the software, you have like really advanced software with the mouse, and there's just no way of disabling the buttons on the side. You can literally program anything you want, and then a simple thing as disabling you can't do.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Which is completely stupid, you know. Oh my god, man. I'm not hitting anybody today. It's incredible. I'll go with him over there.
Charlie.
I just want to be able that in some games, you know, that I can enable those buttons, and in some that I could just disable them, you know. I would love that, you know, if this mouse had that possibility, you know. You see, there he went again. There I just pushed the side button. It's horrible. I already tried also to make then the side buttons be then the aimer, you know, but then he's still doing strange things, you know, because most games have the aim then under the right mouse button, and I thought like, well, I disable then the right mouse button, and then I just put it there on the side, but that doesn't work also, because he doesn't want to disable. You can only program the buttons, but you cannot be just simply disabling them, and then you need to, it's just, I don't know. A menu where you can literally change everything, RGB, all sorts of garbage, and then You cannot do something simple as just disabling the mouse button. You can, by the way, also not do that in Windows. With this mouse. You cannot disable buttons, you know? It's actually get it. In the next round I'm gonna grab my other mouse. Serious.
We have taken objective Charlie.
There's also something, by the way, let's talk a little bit about rodents. Yeah, of course. Mouses also, today all mouses have colored LEDs and RGB in it, and it happened to me already also. I bought in 2023, I think it was, and bought a mouse from Mars Gaming, which they were in that time actually still pretty good, the brand of them. The last ones that they sold me, they were kind of crappy, to be very honest, but the first iterations of their mouses were cheaper than they were actually even good, you know. And what happened in 2023, I bought one of those mouses, and those mouses are always busy with the RGB, you know. They're always flickering. They have all day, they have that pulsating RGB thing going on. There I went again pushing the side button, you know. And what happens with that, there's a capacitor in there, and that capacitor is all the time drained by that. It's all the time because it's all the time turning on and off the RGB and flashing. That capacitor is completely being used all the time, but that capacitor also is being used to control the rest of your mouse in most mouses. So it's also there for the sensor and for the buttons and for the chip that's in there, you know, for the USB chip. And the problem with that is that those flashing lights of RGB, they destroy the capacitors very quick. So I had one like that after 1.5 years, because that light is all the time flashing, the capacitor already wear out. And I opened it, and it was not even a shit capacitor in it. It was actually a good quality capacitor in it. From a good brand, you know, a Japanese cap. It had only one cap in it, but that cap does everything for the whole mouse, including all of them being drained with the flashing RGB light. So so that mouse completely stopped working. That's because of that. So I just soldered a new capacitor in it, and now it's working again. But that's just because of the RGB and all the time the flashing. It's constantly pulsating. And normally mouses don't do that. So a mouse without those flashing things, probably the capacitor would last you 15-20 years. But because there's all the time that intermittent on-off RGB going in it, that's why they got already destroyed. And then the rest of the mouse stops working also, because there's only one cap in it. So I'm now also like of that sort of thing of, hey man, do I still want really mouses with flashy RGB? I don't really think so, you know. Maybe the more expensive one, they put a separate cap for the RGB and a separate cap for the sensor and a separate cap for the buttons and the USB chip. Could be, you know, but you know, in this one it had only one. Yeah, I'm gone also. Fucking 121. But I'm not gonna give up. I wanna try to get a little bit used to these other weapons. By the way, just grab another mouse. Okay. Now I'm here with a very different mouse, much lower DPI, but we're gonna give this a try. I don't even remember what DPI this thing is. This is also a Mars mouse. This one is not. I have another one with 10,000 DPI of Mars, but this one I think is only like 3,000 or something, or 2,800 or something like that. 3,200 DPI, something like that. Maybe it's even lower. Maybe this one is still 1,600. I don't remember exactly of this one that I'm using now. It's less accurate, but
We have taken objective Freddy.
it has less DPI. But it's not that this doesn't feel accurate when you're now aiming. It actually does. The one I was just using before is 5,000 DPI. That's the GM500 by AOC. They're worth it to buy because you can in Portugal. They were for a long time. They were 30 bucks, and now in some shops for some time they're selling them for €6. So those GM500 mouses are worth it to buy, you know. But I keep on saying, you know, I just don't think that they are really good for FPS gaming. I truly don't think that. And those mouses would be perfect if they would make a little alteration and update to the mother to the firmware, and put a possibility in there for you to disable buttons. If they did that, it would be absolutely a fantastic mouse, because for the rest the mouse is really good. The GM500. Okay, of course now I need to get a little bit used to this sensitivity. This is way less sensitive, this mouse, but oh my god. But yeah, at least I don't have this bullshit of all the time aiming and then with the side buttons destroying my aim all the time. It just flips out. There you go, you know. Nice sniper. And the one I'm now using is this one. I needed to put a new cap in. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, this one I put a new capacitor in there and then it was working again. It was just because of the RGB that was draining it. Oh, shot me from there. And if you, for example, if you're a wild of like programming buttons on the side of your mouse, because that GM500 have on the left side and on the right side 2 buttons with really good switches in it. And if you're a player like that, you know, then and you like to program it like that, then it's a fantastic mouse, you know. But for me, nah. As a FPS mouse, no. It's completely looking to the other side. Now I'm actually playing with the first Mars gaming mouse. This is the, which model is this? The MMO, or MM0 by Mars Gaming. This mouse I bought in 2010. I have literally used it for 11 years, every day, and it have never failed me. And it was like $6. There was when this brand just appeared, you know, on the market. They thought like, hey, we're a new brand. Let's make quality stuff, you know. It was like 6 or 8 euros, this thing. Only thing I don't like, it has that kind of a rubberish kind of finish over it, you know, that starts a little bit sweating and oxidating, kind of rubbery coating around it. But other than that, you know, and this thing, man, takes a licking and keeps on ticking, as they say. Yeah. No, it's not even this one actually. It's the Mars. The other one. It's not this one that took a new capacitor. It's another one. This one is still totally original. I have 3 mouses of Mars gaming. One with 1600 or 3200 DPI. One with 5000. Just as the AOC, and then I have one of Mars that's a very light one. That one weighs almost nothing. It has 10,000. Some over there, no? Okay, over there. Okay, getting already a little bit more used to this one. But at least I don't have that crap that it just starts, you know, panning out, zooming out when. Oh. This is, by the way, a map I don't enjoy very much. Also, this one, I really don't. I think it's too much slack space over here. Hello. Go under the bridge.
Edward.
Yeah, I would love them to fix actually that software of that AOC mouse. Oh, they're mine. Cause for the rest a very advanced mouse, there's very advanced software, you know. It's a shame because for the rest, it's a nice mouse, you know, that AOC. It really is. Very advanced software. It's only a shame that they just, yeah, you can program everything there except something really basic, like turn a button on and off, you know. Come on, you know, that's what I want, you know. I think even in the Mars software you can do that, of these mouses that I'm now using, of Mars Gaming. Yeah.
We have taken objective Duff.
Yeah, so it's really a shame that, because it's a fantastic quality mouse, you know, that AOC. It really is, you know. You have it in your hands, you feel you have their quality piece of the buttons also. They're really good, you know. The switches in there, they react marvelously, you know. There's a nice, how do you call that, a braided cord around it, where they have some sort of, a sleeve around it, basically. You know, a braided sleeve around the cord. So, yeah, you know, there's really a lot to like about that mouse. And even if it's for $30, if you buy it and you unpack it and you use it, you say, yeah, this is a quality, you know, a quality mouse, you know. And if you can get it for $6, it's even more crazy, you know. You have another one, it's a little bit cheaper of AOC. That's actually has a little bit less good sensors in it, but that one is way more suited for FPS. But that one they don't call a FPS mouse; they call something else. That one is a little bit cheaper. It's like €4 or €5 or something. Then in the sales, and normally 20, and the other one is normally 30. So here I am with my 2010 mouse. That keeps on working, this thing. I'll check out the model number of the other one that broke down so quickly that I need to put a new capacitor in there. I saw it even because in the last times before that capacitor completely failed, the mouse was already behaving strange. And the lights were doing also strange. They were getting a little bit dimmer, and sometimes the mouse wasn't reacting. Sometimes it all of a sudden lost its USB connection. So I knew, hey, there's something wrong with the power delivery, you know.
We have lost objective George.
And I have a capacitor tester. I tested the capacitor and I was like, that's incredible, man. This capacitor is already dead, man. That's crazy. It had a Rubicon capacitor in it. That's just as Nichicon. They are Japanese capacitors. They're good, you know. Capacitor like that can last you 15, 20, 30, sometimes even 40 years, you know. But when you are having a... there you go. Start getting this gun a little bit more also. But if you have something intermittently flashing on off constantly, I don't know how many times per minute, and you know, then it's not so strange, you know, because like that you're literally draining, charging, draining, charging, draining, you know, discharging, charging all the time the capacitor, you know, so he wears out. And they probably also put it like a very low value one in it. In capacitors, so then it's even draining it more, you know, because if you put a higher value one with more capacitance, they're more expensive, but then they don't get drained so quickly. But they probably put it a very there was like 10 nanofarad or something, you know, UF, Uniform Foxtrot. So and that gets then way quicker drained, and because if you put 100, then it takes much longer before they get drained, you know. So, yeah. But that's the bean counters, you know. They want to make stuff cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, you know. And then they start skipping out on those kind of things, you know. Where can we save a little bit, couple of cents? Oh, yeah. Let's put a, you know, let's save 20 or 30 cents, you know, and put a lower capacitance capacitor in there, lower voltage, and oh yeah, let's also see if we can skip on some other things, you know, because that's the way the bean counters think, you know. They are literally paid for that, you know. Yeah, but here at least I'm not zooming out all the time when I'm scoping. Yes, it has a lot less DPI and sensitivity, this one, but it It works, and it's old, this one. It's literally from 2010. I remember very well when I bought this mouse. It was even in the same time that Metro 2033 came out. I remember it very well. I was even working in Paris when I. Man, okay, he was in the suit, so 3-7 kill death ratio, but it's already way better like this, man. I don't have this irritating zooming out all the time. It's just me, I don't know, it's my hands or whatever, but that mouse is small, and what happens is you clamp your hands around it, and you just all the time, at least I'm all the time pushing those buttons without even noticing.
Taken objective butter.
Oh my god, man. So yeah. And when I stop this session, I put my other Mars mouse of 10,000 DPI over there, and I use the other AOC just on my other computer where I don't really care so much about. Somewhere over there, that son of a bitch. Oh, I was shooting on my own airplane, I think. Sometimes it doesn't really. Yeah, it was my own airplane. Oops. Sometimes it doesn't show the red or the blue thing on top of it, of your enemies. It's kind of a problem sometimes. So yeah, here we're on the old mouse again, but it works. And it's so old already, this mouse. So old.
We have taken objective Duff. We have lost objective apples.
Those ones not mine. You know, when we also make all these crappy components like this, you know, a mouse that after 1.5 years, you know, breaks down and needs a new capacitor. You know, most people never even bother. They wouldn't even know even that is broken. They just toss it in the trash, you know, and buy a new one, you know. And even some, not the cheapest, but even mid-range stuff is also today has no quality anymore. And then what we just talk about also with those towers that after 2 or 3 years are already starting to rust like crazy, you know, these ATX PC towers, you know. Keyboards today also are crappy, man. In the old times used to buy keyboards and joypads from the brand Trust, which were really the cheapest. They were just as cheap as the ones that you buy today, you know. They're really the cheapest, but those things, they used to be really, really good for the price, you know. And this is of course all not so good for all the e-waste, let's face it, you know. Because I have here still keyboards and stuff from the brand Trust, which is really, really, it's sort of like the cheap, the poor man's version of Trust Master mouses and keyboards. That's then just called Trust. It's a brand from Holland. those keyboards and joypads and mouses they used to really last you really long, and they were really the cheapest you could buy, you know. Today the cheapest that you buy, it doesn't last you at all. In the old times, 15 years ago, the cheapest that you buy still had some quality. Today the cheapest that you buy doesn't have quality. Sometimes not even the sort of, you go more to the more expensive mid-range already today doesn't have any quality whatsoever. So and then they all say that they're so concerned with the environment, you know, but then they make products, you know, that are planned obsolescence, that are created to just die after a certain amount of time, you know. With the RGB one, with the mouse, I'm not saying that they did it on purpose, because, you know, could have been not done on purpose. They just thought that it would be okay like this. We cheap out a little bit on the capacitor and put some flashy RGB in there, and it's gonna, you know. I'm not saying that they did that with the intention of creating something that breaks down quickly or planned obsolescence or something like that, you know. But the reality is that still they die way quicker than just a normal mouse that doesn't have RGB in it, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna go to another class now. I'm tired already of this class. We'll go support. Why not? We go support, but I'm gonna go carbine. We go carbine. Let me see. We'll go with a low weight like this. Yeah, today I'm not going as squad leader. Today I really don't feel like playing a squad leader.
We have taken objective apples.
Okay, so we have ammunition to give. Then what is our... we have a hammer so we can make fortifications. We got a pistol and that's about it. At least a nice pistol.
We have taken objective Charlie. The objective is ours! Good work! We have taken objective Butter.
Does this have recoil? A little bit, not too much. How does it reload? Oh, that's nice. So this class I've also never played this. Almost. Can be that maybe in total grabbed it like also on hour 2 or something. That's about it. I've almost never played this class.
There's some ammo. Heads off, do that now.
Oh, we have a sentry kit located.
I'm wounded. Need help.
Oh, already not anymore. killed him. Ah, there was one still in the corner over there, man. I didn't even saw him, man. A sneaky bastard. So works fine, this, to be very honest. Three kills.
Ammo's got your name on it.
He's medic over there. Medic. Thanks. Thanks, brother. 4-4 KD. Yeah, I missed the sensitivity of the GM 500, but the thing of the side buttons I don't miss at all. Shot from the other side. Come on, Marion, save me, brother.
Thanks, John. Take the ammo. There, ammunition.
The guy was over there somewhere. Still over there. Go ahead, son.
There's ammo.
Come on, go through it. Need to go around it.
Some ammo. Take it. Grenade.
5-4. What a pleasure. We have a lot less accuracy, but we don't have that stupid jittering thing that the GM500 has, and that really screws you so much over. Every time you're aiming, man, that's just going out of... It's terrible. To be very honest, it's really terrible. This guy was hanging around here somewhere. Holy moly. The tank over there. Shot from the back. 6-5 KD.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Six. A respawn on him. Hello? Oh, somebody hiding in there.
Grenade out. Watch it. Ammunition for you.
6-7. Yeah, I really need to start playing a little bit other classes, you know. Also to unlock more.
Grab that ammunition.
We have taken objective Duff.
Get out of here.
I need a medic. Take the ammo.
The 7-8. My medic.
Much obliged. Ammo, right there.
Holy moly.
Halfway there.
We didn't have a floor. Comes Marion to save me or not? Hello? No, he's not. Okay, thanks, brother.
An enemy armored train is en route.
Thanks.
Enemy armored train is wrong.
Nice shot! 7-8. I was shooting me from over there.
Thank you. I'm wounded. Medic. That ammo's for you.
She's again over there on the other side, my god. 588. We're sort of winning the match, my goddamn. Not easy.
Ammunition.
It's over there somewhere.
Top out. Ammo, right there.
I want to take that guy out, man. He's all the time over there. Like a rat just hanging on. Oh, train is over there.
There's some ammo. Some ammo.
Oh, go. 8, 9. At least we are winning the match. He's under fire. Yeah, know what you're waiting around, but these guys are over there just
We are losing objective Duff.
They got me. Medic needed.
medic! My Brazilian friend over there that saved me. Yeah, and still I'm gone.
We have lost objective Duff.
Oh, they're all over there. Look at that. Oh god. 9/11. By the way, I'm also a person that doesn't care about RGB in PCs. I couldn't care less about that, or really couldn't. Don't care about it.
We are losing objective Butter.
Could not care about it.
Grab that ammunition.
Yeah, I could not care more or less about it, about RGB, I really don't. So I've also, like, in the old times I used to do that, you know, all colorful LEDs in my PC and stuff, you know. It was before the time of RGB, we just had LEDs and stuff like that, but yeah, I couldn't care less about that today.
Objective Charlie.
I really couldn't. Maybe now I get even still an award for basically finishing a round.
Throwing a grenade. Watch it.
Finishing a round as scout or engineer. He's already gone on it. Yeah, in that kind of thing, following an enemy, then this mouse is way less superior than that AOC GM500. That's really true, but I prefer that, to be very honest, than all the time being aiming and being pulled out of aim, or needing to hold the mouse just with not with my fist around, clamp my hand around, but only my fingers in a sort of a very strange position. You have to hold the mouse then for not pushing those buttons. It's yeah, almost the end of the round. In the next video I will have my other Mars gaming mouse again hooked up to this computer. It's not here right now with me, but it's in the other room. And that AOC just goes to my other computer that I don't really game so much on anyway. I just wait, maybe since sometime they make an update for the software for this AOC mouse. It would be really nice, because for the rest I like the mouse. The only thing I just want to do is just in the software, instead of changing all the colors and having a whole light show going on, I just want to disable the buttons on the right side of the mouse. That's it. Should be so easy, huh? You can even program the buttons to do other things. Why can you not just disable them, you know? And by the way, when I program them for other things, it's still, if I push the button, he does that going out of zoom shaky kind of thing, you know. Even if I've tried that already also, just to program something else under it, you know, another function or something. But then still, if you push the button, he does that jittery going out of. What that is, don't ask me, but well, I hit and run by a horse. So don't ask me what that is. Maybe that's even just something with this particular motherboard or something, combination of my hardware here that causes that. I don't know, but in mine he does that. And makes it basically in FPS almost unplayable. In FPS games. Yeah, it's almost the end of the round. So yeah, today we just went a little bit for a trying to play some new classes, basically.
Take the ammo. Take that ammunition.
Okay, maybe now I get even an award for playing in a new class. Who knows? Really bad played. You see, gives me already here an award. Perform 10 kills with a match and a light machine gun, because I never used it even, you know. As support, get 7 kills in a round, you see. Do 10 resupplies in a round, you see. They get now ribbons because I've never really played this this class. So there you go. Oh, am I now squad leader? I didn't even want that.
Wir müssen dieses Ziel um jeden Preis halten. Verteidigt das Ziel!
Objective Edward.
I didn't even want to be squad leader, but now automatically I'm squad leader.
We have taken objective Duff.
Vorwärts! Erobert das Ziel!
Ah, from an airplane. Yeah, gonna leave this game also. Not really interested in playing this map, to be very honest. Anyway, later on, I'll change to the other Mars mouse and we'll play a little bit more. Thanks for watching and listening, and I hope to catch you in the next one.